You guys are all welcome. Tonight, I just want to bring the word that will change the way you think. Someone said this week, I think it's Yaku's wife, Leslie, she said, I found the place where if I don't understand the word, I know it's my understanding and not the word. There's too many people that query the word and then try to make new doctrines instead of just changing and adapting to the word. So tonight is going to be one of those nights. Because if you understand this theme that I'm going to preach wrong, it's like we never get hold of the kingdom. And it's like 2,000 years now. Everybody say it's time. It's time for the kingdom to manifest. Okay, now Matthew 24:35 says, Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will not pass away. Now, I've got a problem with that. Because Psalm 119, verse 89 says, Thy word, O Lord, is forever settled in the heavens. So if the heavens are going to pass away, what about the word? Come on, if the word is going to pass, then I've got a problem with the word. You know, what is this? So what I'm going to preach tonight is like really, really important. So Jesus came preaching. And he said, the kingdom of God is at hand. Meaning within reach. Revelation, he says, it's the time is at hand, meaning, guys, it's time that these things are now being fulfilled. So do you understand? At hand, it's here. So Jesus came preaching, the kingdom of God is at hand. And he gave us parable upon parable upon parable upon parable about the kingdom. But he calls it the kingdom of God. Sometimes he calls it the kingdom of heaven. It's not two things. Same thing. One is ownership, and the other one is what kind? Come on, it's the kingdom of heaven that has come to earth. And it's the kingdom of God. And you know what? He made us kings and priests and rulers in this kingdom. But we have to understand the kingdom. Because I am sure as we sit here tonight, I don't think many of us are manifesting in the kingdom. It feels to me that we're in and out, in and out, in and out. It's like we hear the bells ringing, but we don't know where the bell is. And I think it's time that, if you go through the Bible, he keeps on saying, don't be ignorant. I want you to know and I want you to understand. It's time that we know and understand. Okay, so go with me to Matthew 16, verse 19. Now, this is one of the most awesome chapters because this is where Jesus actually reveals who he is to his disciples. Now, before we go there, we are so used to reading the Bible and preach in little separate sections. But every time someone preaches, I want to say it for you young people especially. Always remember, I'm just having an hour now. I can't preach the whole topic of the whole word to you. So you must always go read what's in front, what's behind, and read the whole context. So Jesus came and he said, the man that builds his house on the rock, it will stand when the storms come. Come on, he's going to dig deep, and it's the way he hears. Has all to do with it. But now here, he says to his disciples, who do people say I am? And we all know, Peter got the revelation and said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. He turns around and said, Peter, you are the rock. And upon this rock, I will build my church. There are whole denominations that say, Jesus is the rock, and he was the first pope. But I want to say it's just half a truth. Because Christ came here, and we know, 1 Corinthians 10 says, The rock that followed them was Christ. And he just told the people, build your house on the rock. Where Christ is going to build is where we are built on the rock. Come on, I'm going to throw it in. My body is the temple. Okay, I am the temple. I am the dwelling place of God. But I am also a member of his body. I'm just a portion of the city. You are the city set on a hill. Do you understand? I'm building my house on the rock, but the rock is built on me, but I'm on the rock. This is a rocky thing. Solid. Peter, foundation, Peter people. Come on, guys. So the Spirit goes like this. Now he says, Peter, I will build my church on this rock, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. So do you know what you should do? You should find yourself in the place where you need to be in the church. We've got totally a wrong concept about the church. Everybody, we still think the building is the church, the coming together. The church is that ecclesia. It's that, come on, you connected to his nerve system. You connected with his blood system. You're not a dead limb. You're not a dead limb. And if you can understand your place in the church, I love it when he says, the word is a two-edged sword, and it separates the spirit and the soul and the joints and the marrow. Meaning your place in the church. And the thoughts and the intents. How you act as a member. Why do you do what you do? Because someone sees you. Because someone pays you. Do you understand? We have to be connected to Christ. And on this rock, I'll build my church. When Daniel interpreted the dream of Nebuchadnezzar, he said, there is a small rock cut out. And it's going to hit that statue on the feet. And it's going to smash